Okay, so my life isn't in complete shambles, but I need to lose 15 pounds. I'm recovering from breast reduction surgery where I had really bad cabin fever. I need to get over this weird obsession that I have with Belgian butter and Sour Patch watermelon kids. I'm PMSing, and I'm this close to closing out all of my social media accounts. But I'm fine. Honestly, they need to start the new year in April because January, February, March is some depressing ass months. You know, I did watch a YouTube video where they were talking about in the olden calendar where they did kind of start the new year with like March or April or something like that, you know what I'm saying? But this year was different because I got my done. But we'll get back to that. I was looking through my weigh-ins on my Weight Watchers app, which I've had since 2014, and I found that I have a pattern. It's not the holidays that makes me put the pounds on. It's January, February, March. Practically every year since 2014, I have gained about 10 pounds January through March. And typically in March, I kind of get back into my system and, you know, I lose it and kind of maintain it for the year. Just for that to happen again, January through March of next year. This year though, there was some excitement because I did have my surgery. I got a breast reduction and back lipo. Now, what they don't tell you is that, you know, in the recovery, yes, you know, there's gonna be some pain. However, the biggest pain is it not being able to do your favorite activities. Honestly, not being able to do much was the worst for me. Now, I did have help. My niece and her boyfriend came up from Georgia to help me out. My mom came through right after the surgery, but then she caught COVID, so she had to go. My dad came through and helped out. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of help. My niece even had to help me put lotion on my arms and my legs because in the days after the surgery, I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't get it. And it's winter time, so I couldn't not put lotion on because then I'd have another issue because my skin would be itching. Now, while I could walk around, I couldn't work out. And working out for me is definitely something that keeps my mind active. I get to socialize, I get to work out, endorphins, you know, all that good stuff. I couldn't do that in the 6 weeks past my surgery. Now, yes, I could walk around, but I couldn't do anything strenuous. And one thing that I did not think that was a strenuous activity that wound up being a strenuous activity was going outside in the car. My niece and her boyfriend drove me around everywhere I needed to go, which wound up only being for follow-up appointments with my surgeon because y'all see them potholes in New York City? Anytime we went over a pothole, even if they were careful, that slight little bump, that little boom, boom, it was too much for me. That mess hurt. Shoot, even if I walked beyond a brisk pace and my boobs kind of just like jolted up even the slightest way, even that hurt. Now, of course, it got better as time went on, but for a couple of weeks, even if I had to drive myself someplace real quick, that mess took a lot out of me because I didn't realize how many of my chest muscles I used to drive, one, and then two, that goddamn seatbelt. Just all up on here. I've been a full-time creator since 2010, so I am so used to working from home, being by myself, entertaining myself, and you know, obviously I've had friends that, you know, I go to and everything every now and again, but this time it was so different. Like seriously, not being able to go to the gym almost made me go crazy. Now, I would go to the gym 3 times a week, work out my trainer, do whatever freaking torturous ass, you know, workout she would have me to do. But also it was socializing. I got to see some people, you know, smile and then make small talk and all that other stuff and be out and about. Without that, I was about to lose my mind. And then looking at a post-surgery body every day, oh man, it was getting kind of crazy up in here. Like with the post-surgery body, like I could see where the plastic surgeon was trying to go. But every time I would look at it, it was like Frankentits. Yo, it was very much given you gotta trust the process. And on top of all of this, my mental health deteriorating. I'm just going stir crazy, cabin fever all up and through. On top of all of that, it was January through March, my most eateningest time of year. But I done sprung out of recovery jail and I'm back. I got my schedule back, the weather about to break, you got to go ahead to start working out again. I'm out here, I'm outside, yo. And as time goes on, we're looking very much less Franken tit day by day. I freaking love my rack, y'all. Which is not surprising because they say that breast reduction surgery has a really high satisfaction rate. I read somewhere like 95% of people who get breast reductions love the work that they got. But yo, people be sick of excess titty. Yo, that mess could literally weigh you down. I am very happy with my results, which you may not be able to see right away in this kind of top that I got on. But I have always known that I could do way more with less titty. Now, the day before surgery, I was thinking, dang, maybe I should ask the surgeon to add abdomen lipo in there. Because I was like, ooh, you know, more of my torso is gonna be showing now with the reduction, and I'm getting the back lipo, so maybe I should do the abdomen as well. But I was like, you know what, let me see what I can do in the gym first. Plus, I really need to figure out what my allergy triggers are when it comes to eating, because there's certain things that I can eat that can bloat me up like seriously, one day my stomach has never been flat, but it's, you know, it's relatively. However, I figured out dairy was one of them. That dairy can make me look like I'm 4 months pregnant sometimes. And there's a grain. I don't know which grain, but there's certain grains that really trigger me as well. I gotta figure it out though, because there's certain things that I can eat and I'm fine, and then certain things I'm like, oh my God, like, ooh, I'm so filled with water. Which brings me to my next reset. I need to shake off this recent obsession I have with Belgian butter and Sour Patch Watermelon Kids. Now, Charlotte Parker done posted this video talking about this Belgian butter that was just so soft and creamy, and it has these like coarse grains of sea salt in it, and it's just sorry y'all. That was the last thing my greedy butt needed to see, especially since I'm PMSing. Because no sooner than that video had ended, my greedy behind was ordering Belgian butter online. And you know what's crazy? I've been to Belgium and ain't nobody offered me no Belgian butter. But y'all, this butter is so good. Like I said, it's rich, it's creamy, it's got these flakes of sea salt in it, and Now, it's obviously not an everyday kind of thing, because the way that thing tastes, I be having butter coming through my veins and like bleed butter, you know what I'm saying? Now these damn Sour Patch Watermelon Kids, I need to kick this habit fast. I don't even like candy like that. See, that's the crazy thing about PMS, right? It don't make no goddamn sense. There is no rhyme or reason to the fact that I, as a grown-ass woman, is out here eating Sour Patch Watermelon Kids like dental is free. Like, it don't cost $1,500 every time a tooth hurt. But hopefully after this period is over, I'll get my sound mind back, because, ooh, child. Other than that, I'm eating relatively healthy. Like I said, going to the gym 3 times a week. I got my Factor meals. You know, I'm tracking my stuff in the Weight Watchers, even the damn Watermelon Kids and the ooh, another thing I've been a little obsessed with, the mini Twix, not the fun size Twix, the mini ones, because for some reason I'm thinking it has to do with the ratio of the chocolate, the caramel, and the nougat, or whatever the frick is inside the Twix, but the mini ones, it just I can't wait till I get my mind back. But other than that, I am eating relatively healthy, going to the gym 3 times a week, making sure that I drink my 2 liters of water every day, at least 2 liters of water every day. I go to Stretch Lab once a week to kind of help me recover from the gymming 3 times a week, because you know, you reach a certain age, sometimes take a little while to get back. I just need to be more diligent about my allergy triggers. I already know dairy is one of them, and the crazy thing with dairy, I had kicked the habit for a while, and then I started drinking coffee again, and with that I was like drinking coffee with half and half and whatnot, and I was fine. It didn't bloat me at first, but then I was like, dang, why am I so bloated? Like, I'm not really even eating dairy like that, drinking coffee with half and half in it. Then I was like, oh, then I was like, duh, stop drinking the half and half, and like about a week or 2 had passed, and I lost like 4 to 6 pounds just from that. Now, you know, obviously most of that is water weight. Imagine if I just kept going on and on and on, drinking the damn half and half. I would have been like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Now for my mental health. Every Friday I have a 30-minute chat with my therapist. I have a good rapport with her. I feel very comfortable sharing things with her. She's very helpful. The whole experience is very helpful. Very highly recommend going to therapy, y'all. I do wish sometimes that our sessions can be 45 minutes because there's sometimes where I'm like, damn, we got a whole half an hour to talk. Like, I only got but like 5 minutes of stuff worth to talk about. I gotta drag this on. But then sometimes I'll be like, oh my God, a half an hour's up already? Like, I still gotta go through, you know, exhibits A through E. Now, social media. I had to set some boundaries. I've been a full-time content creator since 2010. Started my blog in 2007. I love the way social media can bring like-minded people together. It can be such a really amazing, positive experience, right? It can feel like a whole party. But child, sometimes it be too many people at the party. It be party poopers in there. It be party crashes. And it don't be fun sometimes. You know, not everybody is on the same vibe sometimes. There's one thing I can't stand is some party poopers, and as my platform has been growing, the party poopers been sliding in. It's just more and more of them just come out the woodwork. But thank goodness for accounting privacy settings. I've also been limiting how much I scroll mindlessly on social media, especially Instagram. But you know what? I start my cosmetic science program at East Spelman pretty soon. The weather's starting to get a little warmer. I'm about to start traveling. I'm about to be outside, y'all. Obviously, it's gonna be easy to divert attention away from social media, which is kind of hard when you work in social media. So I'm probably gonna take a little mini break. My previous editor, man, she was good. She's moving on and I'm getting someone new in, and in that process, I kind of got a bulk film to kind of, you know, like be able to, you know, be in pace with inflation and whatnot. I mean, okay. I'm still trying to figure out the direction of this channel. You know, it started out as being about my personal life philosophies and like just like random stuff about me. But then I put up this one apartment decor video that got a lot more views than, like, it got a lot of views for as small as this channel and as new as this channel is. And I feel like people were expecting more apartment content. As a matter of fact, people were commenting saying that they wanted to see more apartment content. And I was like, no, because it's not the intention I had for this channel. And ain't much to see anyway. Anyway, here's 2 videos that I think you might be interested in. Whichever one you watch, I'll see you in it.